Hey guys, welcome back to the Driven Mindset, and we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, is your car keeping you from becoming financial free or more financial stable? Okay, so we're going to be talking about car loans and how much money you're spending and where possibly you should put that money on. First of all, guys, I'm in the southwest of Miami, and look at the fields, look so nice. But yeah, so anyway, let's get into the video. Now, a lot of people are overpaying for car payments. Let's be honest. The general rule is 15% of your annual income supposed to go to your transportation. So anything higher than that, you are overspending. And most people who are overspending, and sadly to say, is the people who drive in luxury brand cars. People don't want to drive a Corolla around. People don't want to drive a Camry. People don't want to drive a Honda Accord, a Honda Civic, on the lower end, which is, the majority of those cars are easy to maintenance, cheaper to maintenance, and do last longer. But, people want the status. People, want to say, look at me. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I am not here to bash anybody. Okay, that's that want to drive a luxury brand car. Like I told you before, I do see myself getting a luxury car at some point again, but it will be bought cash, and I will put money away to keep up with the maintenance. Okay, to do it correctly. So, a lot of people that I know, some people I know, spending $800 a month on car payment. Okay, and yes, that sometimes with insurance. Now, but you're only making $3,000 a month, but you're spending $800 a month on transportation. You're spending damn near almost 30%, not 15, but 30% of your annual income on transportation. And that money could have been put into the stock market, in some type of investment account, some type of high yield account, where after a year or two, you have enough money to either start a small business or, like I said, invest into something, invest into the, to S&P, invest into EFTs, ETFs, invest into blue chip stocks. But people are going, car broke. And car broke is definitely stopping you from becoming, rich, or at least financially stable. Okay, right now, financial freedom I truly believe, to be financially free, you should be around $3 million. So if you're under $3 million, which I am, okay, I'm more financially stable than financially free. Financially free means you don't have to get up and work for anybody, or even for yourself, where you could get up today and choose to just, I'm just going to go walk for the next 5 days, like how Forrest Gump, like, you remember the Forrest Gump movie when he just started running, and he ran for a long time, and he just ran, and one day he decided that he didn't want to run anymore. That is a true definition of being financially free, when you could just get up and say, you know what, I'm going to jump in my car and I'm just going to keep driving until I get tired of driving. And wherever I get tired off, that's where the journey ends, and I go do something else. That is my version of being financially free. I'm not financially free, I'm financially stable. And I'm going to probably turn that into another video. So your car could definitely slow you down, especially if you're buying these used German brand cars that are just so high to maintenance. You're buying yourself a $20,000 Mercedes. Well, congratulations on owning a car. There's no hate. But guess what? If the previous owner didn't take care of that car, did not maintenance that car, okay, that $20,000 Mercedes could cost you an extra $10,000 in maintenance. So now you spend $30,000 on a car you bought for $20,000, but it needs $10,000 worth of maintenance. Now you could have easily got yourself a more fuel efficient, less luxury car. You could have probably bought something similar, for $10,000, and worst case scenario, you probably put $5,000 in maintenance. Okay, so you about $15,000. You're gonna spend $5,000 to correct all the bad maintenance that the previous owner did. Okay, you're still in for $15,000. You're still in half the amount. And guess what? It's easy on your pocket. And guess what you could do with that other $15,000? You could put into the market. I'm gonna show you an example, right? You could have put that $15,000 in Google. Google is up, I think, 54% from last year. So if you would invest today, last year, your portfolio in Google would have been up 54%. So you would have put in $15,000. Okay, you would have been up $7,000 at least. And guess what? You could have done with that $7,000. You could have used that to either pay off your car loan faster or use that to maintenance the car that was, previously not maintained well by the previous car owner. So you have to look at it like that. So if you're spending more than $800, no, let me take that back. If you're spending more than 30% of your annual income, whatever your income level is on transportation, you're clearly paying too much. Okay, worst case scenario, I think 20% is already high, but 20% should be your absolute max. 20%, guys. So all you have to do is take your income and divide it by 20%. Okay? If you don't know how to use your calculator, you hit the times button. So whatever your salary is, times 20%, and whatever that number is, that's how much you could spend on the whole year on transportation. That include car payment, that include maintenance, and that include insurance. Okay, whatever it is, whatever the amount. So if you're a person that make $100,000 a year, you could afford $20,000 a year on car expense, meaning you could probably finance $1,000 car, with $200 insurance. And because it's brand new, you're probably not going to be spending money on actual maintenance because most new cars come with bumper to bumper warranty. So if you find yourself more than 20%, guys, I think you should do what you need to do and try to pay off that car as fast as possible. Fast as possible. When you get your income tax and if you're one of those lucky people that get tax return, I don't get tax return, but if you're one of those lucky people that get tax return, guys, use your tax return and pay off your car loan. I don't understand. If you're getting $2,000-$3,000 extra on tax return, guys, and you have a $15,000 car loan still, guys, put that $3,000 to the principal. Okay, you just shaved off. You probably just shaved off the whole year. You probably shaved off a full 12 months of payments. And if you do that with your tax return, you could probably pay off your car 2 to 3 years early. I don't understand how people would literally finance a car for 84 months and literally take the whole 84 months to pay it off. I just don't understand. I think that's very bad math, bad financial, bad money management. You could always finance for 84 months, but the goal to finance the 84 months is to make the actual monthly payments cheaper. Okay, but the goal is to put more on the principal. All right, whatever you're saving, okay, from having an 84 months auto loan, you should put that money into the principal. All right, if your car loan is $150, guys, try to pay $200. Try to pay $250, guys. The whole point is to pay off that car loan if you possibly can. Because if not, the car is keeping you broke because you're paying interest on an item that depreciate over time. So, and then you're spending more than 20% of your annual income on that item, which is the car. So your car could be keeping you broke, guys. Like I said, if you would have bought a $15,000 car versus a $30,000 used luxury brand and invest that $15,000 into the market, even if you go into EFTs, I mean ETFs, I don't know why I keep pronouncing it wrong, you would have an annual income of 8 to 13%. That $15,000 would have made you 8 to 13% while you own the $15,000 car versus buying a $30,000 car that just costing you a lot of money. Guys, it's just those small things that could help you become more financially stable. Not financially free, but financially stable. And the goal is to be financially stable until you can become financially free. Because if you're not financially stable, you can't build wealth to become financially free. So hopefully your car is not stopping you from accomplishing that. And I see you guys in the next video. Let me know down below, what is your percentage that you're spending out of your annual income on transportation? Me, for example, I make over $100,000 a year. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but I am. I do make more than $100,000. My car costs me $0 per month because it's completely paid off years ago. I do have full coverage on this car, even though it's old, and my full coverage is only $98, guys. I got a really good driving history. I don't have any accidents under my name. So, you know, my insurance for full coverage for an old car like this, it's not much. It's under $100 a month. And of course, I fill about one time a week in gas, so about $35, so about $135 without maintenance. So this car cost me only $135. No, I'm so sorry. 35 times 4, because 4 times a month, so that's like an extra 140. Yeah, so 140 on gas, 140 for insurance. I mean 100 for insurance. So I'm about $250 a month to own this car without maintenance. About $250. So that's not bad for a guy with a salary over $100,000 a year, and I'm only spending $250 a month to drive this car. Remember, that's without maintenance, without wear and tear. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Let me know in the comments, what is your ratio? What is your income to ratio percentage to the car that you're driving? And I'll see you guys in the next video.